Glasshouses is a small village set in the Yorkshire Dales. We have children who are from farming families, we have children whose parents commute into Leeds and York, mixed background, an area of rural isolation. The role of the school within the community is paramount to us. In recent years, the shop closed down, the village post office closed down, the church in the village closed down, the school and the church hall are basically all that's left in terms of communal spaces. So it's at the heart of everything that the school does. We were approached by the local allotment society who were seeking extra funding from the lottery to improve facilities there, disabled access, community use, to put in a better access road. And part of the lottery funding bid was encouraging the children and wider community use. At that point, school became involved and have been actively involved ever since.
What are these plants in here and why are they in a greenhouse?
Well, mostly they're tomatoes, and tomatoes are fairly tropical plant because they come from, do you know where they come from before I tell you?
South Africa?
No, south somewhere.
South America?
South America. They're learning about the soil and how to grow things, and it's much, there's a much more to just to growing the food than there is just to buying it, and it's healthier, it's clean, and there's a lot of satisfaction in growing something and eating it.
If you grow things in our allotment, we then sell them and then the money goes to school, so we get money for school and we're helping school.
I really enjoyed going up to the allotments. I really like harvesting the potatoes because it helps the school as well as having fun, and so the school gets money and we get food. We get food that's very fresh, and we know where it's come from, and we planted it ourselves, so it's good.
Underneath, like that, and we'll lift. You can eat both.
Oh wow!
Have to get them out properly. Might just finish this mine. Oh, look at all them.
This is fun. Big one. Oh, that's a big one. It's massive. It's like that big. Oh, whoa. Put them in the bag then, Alfie.
Which bag?
Look, I found a bag there. A miniature potato.
There's potatoes. They're all potatoes, onions, Brussels sprouts, beans, raw beans, beetroot. And that's about it. And we have an apple tree over there, but we want another one because it won't fertilise itself, so we'll have to get another one this time.
I think it's really good for us to be in with older people, especially as some of them are relations to some people, and they can teach us lots because they've had lots of experience doing it too.
Well, they understand where their vegetables are coming from. Just going to supermarkets, they just think it's there, but they know where it's coming from. When they get older and they have households, they'll find out that it's very economical and they're not paying supermarket prices.
This week we've been running a transition project, part of My Money Week. The children have been visiting the allotment. They've been seeing how the vegetables are growing, getting on that they've been growing. They've been visiting local shops, they've been buying their produce locally, they've been ordering online, and they've been cooking.
Should we try and find the cheapest?
Yeah, we'll go for smart price because that's usually cheap.
Right, should we have one of these, or how many should we get?
I think we should get 2.
Say 2?
Mm-hmm.
It's better to buy them from a local or grow them in an allotment, because then if you're buying them you can keep that shop going, so elderly people who don't have a car, they can walk and get some things they need from the grocers. Can I have some mince, please?
Of course you can, yeah. How much would you like, sir?
500 grams.
500 grams.
Is it good value?
It's great value, it's nice and lean, yes. 2.35, sir, thank you.
When you look at the price per kilo or price per pound compared to your local butcher, there'll be very little difference, if any. You know, a lot of the time we can beat supermarkets. All the cooked meats, we're half the price of any supermarket.
Is the produce local?
Yeah, everything's from local farms. The beef's from Ramsgill, which is about 8 miles away.
One of the things that I've learned working on this project is probably that most of the people would normally go to the supermarket instead of using a local area, which could just sort of ruin their community a bit.
Everything we source is within a 15-mile radius. We know the farmers, you know, we know everything. As you say, it's the community thing. You know, Pateley Bridge is a beautiful rural area. We're a long way. The closest supermarket to us is about 15 miles away. So the community relies on the local resources. We've got some great, you know, the great butcher shop, you know, local shops as well. The old sweet shop here obviously draws in the community. You know, it's a great little focal point for tourists as well when they come. But the fact that locals have to come to us, you know, and we do our best to give them everything we can is huge, which is something that's been lost in a lot of towns and a lot of villages, you know, which is why you see these shops disappearing.
Okay, so guys, from what you did today, can you tell me what we got and where you got it from?
Well, we got the potatoes from the allotment.
Potatoes from the allotment.
We got the leeks and the garlic from Elliot.
Fantastic. So the greengrocers in Pateley Bridge, brilliant. What did you get from the butchers, Millie?
We got some mince from the butchers.
Brilliant.
Beef mince.
Beef mince, fantastic. What else did we manage to get? I think you got some more things from the allotment though. What else did we get?
We got some beans. Onions and beans.
You got some green beans, which are here. You've got some onions, which is fantastic. We can use those.
Yeah, we've got beetroot.
And you got some beetroot. Fantastic.
It's been a fantastic project for the children. They've looked at shopping locally. They've been involved with local community shopkeepers. They've been involved with growing their own and the cost of the seeds and the labour involved in that. They've explored the world of online shopping and the big supermarkets. It's raised lots of ethical questions, all sorts of issues, environmental. But the main thing that the children have got out of it is an enhanced awareness as to how much things cost in terms of money and resources.
Yeah.
There's no substitutes, there's no unavailables, everything's there, so you can check it off.
Oh, thank you. We'll check it off in a minute, okay?
Yeah.
That's all
And the price, most importantly as well, price is there as well, okay?
I think it's important to support your local community because it saves petrol if you go to your sort of local area instead of going out of your local area to like Harrogate and places, because that's further away and it uses more fuel, and if you go closer then it's better for the environment.
The activities in My Money Week have been fantastic. It's brought a sense of enjoyment, great sense of fun to a really important area of the curriculum.